Hey guys, I just wanted to jump on and talk about something that has been on my mind a little bit as of late. And I think this is kind of a really important topic that not a lot of people bring up very often. You know, when you're on the internet for long enough, you start to recognize that people they become quite bold when they are behind a keyboard. They start, you know, posturing about different ideas, different groups that they support, different ideologies that they support. And it really gets to be kind of insane. It goes to a ridiculous level. And you start to wonder, why is that? You know, what is causing these people to just go way overboard with their arguing and their attacks and their personal vendettas that they have against others that have different opinions than themselves. It shocks me how little empathy there is online. It seems like everybody is a monster. Well, it turns out, I was digging into this a little bit. You know, we as a society have been desensitized from all of the information overload that we're getting on a daily basis when we look at different posts and problems that there are in the world. Over and over again, you get hit with more and more sensational news, sensationalism, headlines that are purposely designed to be as outrageous and as inflammatory as possible to grab your attention. We live in this attention economy where everybody is searching for views, everybody is searching for attention from people on the internet, from bots, from algorithms. Everybody wants more uh, more energy on their posts, on their videos, more likes, more discussion. The way that these algorithms are built, it feeds off of that heavily. And the only way to get above the noise often is to say very extreme things and to get people really, really worked up. And if you don't have much of an audience, it pushes you even further. If that's something that you want to do, is to gain an audience, you become further than the other guy, further right, further left. Um, the center of politics, the center of discussion, doesn't exist anymore online, and it won't, because nobody is listening to people who proclaim centrist ideas or balanced views. It's just not entertaining. It's not. It doesn't have that inflammatory factor that is so entertaining to so many people. And most people will say they hate it. They hate the discourse online. They're sick of toxic people. They block people. But in reality, they don't even realize it. Those are the people who they engage with on a regular basis, to tell them to shut up, or to, change their opinion, or that they are disgusting, they're monsters, or whatever. In that very act of you trying to shut those people up because you don't like what they're saying, because they're extremists, you are pushing their content higher up on the algorithm um, ranking. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, we have a desensitizing problem around the world. In the United States, we are becoming extremely desensitized to things that should disturb us. And it is a bad thing. It is leading us down a road of people who don't have normal human reactions when they hear, read, or see atrocities in the world. And And that is a real problem. You can logically understand that people getting blown up or people starving, homelessness, income inequality, you can understand that these are issues logically. You can think about that and say, yeah, that is definitely an issue, but the emotional response that you get when you see images of people sleeping on the street or or soldiers getting blown up by a drone, your emotional response is no longer there because you have seen so many videos that are similar to that, so many headlines that are similar to that. Your body has has created a tolerance to that emotional response. It's called being desensitized. I believe that social media and information overload, the ability to have so much information 24/7, 365 days a year, we are becoming hollow people. We are truly becoming some sort of robot, uh, with no feelings, with no emotion, and it's not good for public discourse. It's not good for the future of humanity. And by the way, it's bad for innovation. It's bad for progress. It's bad for literally anything that you can think of that has gotten us to this point. It has been because of the humanity of people. It has been because of wanting to create a better future, a more prosperous future for everybody. And as we shift into these tribalistic modes that we get in, this anger above empathy, this constant outrage cycle, it it's really difficult to expect, you know, real progress to help humanity when everybody is trying to tear the others down. I thought that this would be a really interesting topic to talk about, to get out there. I don't know how many of you will feel the same way or how many of you will even see it, but I think that we have to have more discussions like this. We have to learn that being bored and being calm and having reasonable centrist discussions around facts and logic, right? It's not going to be exciting. It's not going to get your blood boiling. You're not going to want to fight somebody, but that's the point. We need to get back to the reality of the world that we live in, that not everything is extreme. Sometimes things are difficult and issues are difficult, and it requires a balanced, thoughtful approach as opposed to ideological, um, you know, throwing grenades at a problem. And I think that we need to get back to more reasonable discussions more often and start to learn to enjoy those types of debates, start to enjoy intellectual discussion and debate and respecting other people's opinions, even if you vehemently think that they are wrong, even if you absolutely 100% feel like your opponent that you are debating is incorrect, you still give them some form of respect. And I understand, the initial reaction is this extreme, visceral reaction to that comment. Oh, well, I will never give Nazis respect. Well, actually, I don't expect you to give Nazis respect, but the people that you call Nazis typically are not actual Nazis. You just use that because you don't like what the other person is saying. Think about that. You need to give other people, as long as they have reasonable explanations to support and facts to support their views on the world, even if it hurts your feelings, you need to give that person respect. Otherwise, you will never get respect from whoever thinks similarly to them. And that's what people don't understand, this whole tribalism thing. If you attack one person that has, in a vicious way, if you attack them in a vicious, disrespectful way, anybody who thinks even a little bit similarly to that person automatically don't like you, and they won't like you. And that creates these pockets of tribes online and in the real world too. Let me be clear. It it makes it so a large group of people will never agree with you, and you can say, oh well, that's fine, I don't care, I don't need people to agree with me, I don't care if people like me. Yeah, well, if you want to get anything done in this world, if you want anything to actually meaningfully change, if you're not a complete hypocrite, if you truly want the future of the world to be better, then you need as many people working with you as you can get. And you need compromise to do that, because not everybody is going to see things exactly the way that you do. They never will. They never will. So let's cut all of the nonsense out and actually start tackling the world's biggest problems in an intellectual way, and get away from this tribalism, you know, hatred fueling, you know, algorithm boosting social media garbage that we have now, and just reject that. Don't engage with extremists language. Don't engage with any of that. Start focusing on things that actually matter. Anyway, that's what I wanted to get out there. That's what I wanted to talk about. I don't know if anybody will will see this because of, social media algorithms and whatnot, but that's how I feel, and I hope that somebody else out there feels the same way. Till next time.